I'm here. I just can't be on thing right now.
Okay, no problem, no problem. We getting started now. We getting started. So we got a great
Okay.
show lined up for y'all. What up, though? Gonna be talking about doing too much tonight. So we got a lot of topics, a lot of subtopics. So we're gonna get right to it. All right, let's get to it, Sonny. As soon as I can click the button. What up, though? It's your boy Willie Styles in the building. Welcome to tonight's show. Sonny, you want to say what up?
Hey guys. Sorry I'm off camera today, but we'll get there.
All right, no problem. So tonight we're going to be doing a great topic. We got Are You Doing Too Much? So we're going to be talking about different ways people be just doing the most, either in relationships, family, some maybe even friendships. So we're going to talk about all that tonight. We got a few different things that have popped up either on different social media sites or stories that have been told to us. So we're going to talk about all that tonight and get to it. First things first, make sure you guys get over to join the conversation group. We got great topics over there all the time. That's over on Facebook, GFT, join the conversation. Make sure you do that. Don't forget, like, share, follow, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you can be alerted to when we're online. So make sure you guys do that because Sonny's got another great show coming up on Thursday with the Unreservedly Us crew.
Yeah.
Talking about child support again. So we're going to do part two of
part
that.
two.
Make sure y'all check that out. It's about to go down. So had a great panel last week. I was on for a hot minute. I got a phone call I had to drop, but I think we had 9 people on, so it was crazy. We had a lot of people on. It was a good topic, great topic, and a good show. Definitely had a lot of different aspects of child support discussion going on that night. So make sure you guys
let people tell their story.
Yes, everybody to tell their story. So make sure y'all go check out the replay and then be ready for Thursday. So hit that like, follow, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell so y'all will be alerted. You see the reminder up there. Hit that subscribe. We need that. We're trying to hit 300 subscriptions. So make sure you guys help us get to 300. Share with your friends. Share with your loved ones. I think we have just over like 260, 270, something like that. So make sure you hit that so we can get these subscriptions up. We definitely get a lot of views on these topics, but it's better to be subscribed. Make sure you guys subscribe to us so that way you can be in the fold, and it's free. I mean, come on, what better
Very
way?
Very simple. It takes 2 seconds. All that.
Not even 2 seconds, like a half a second. Tell them how to do it.
Share with the niggas you hate too. We don't care however you get to the number, just as long as you get the number.
Exactly. I like that. For sure.
Let them niggas hate watch. We good with that.
Right. Exactly. And then when you comment, we put comment on the screen. We talk to you. We talk about it. Real interactive show. Make sure y'all hit that subscription button. So do that. Post
all of that.
Yeah. Feel free to comment. We want to hear from y'all. Right. So again, we're gonna be talking about doing too much. Talking about the ways that people are out here just doing the most. Or are they? We're going to ask that question. So first things first, we're going to start with a topic that popped up. It was on the socials. I think it's going to join the conversation group as well. And it stemmed from a post by a young man who was talking about helping out his baby mom and the things he was doing for her. He helped her with car repairs. He helped her with some home stuff. But he was also mentioning that, he can't wait for her to get married, find someone that can do these things for her. But in the meantime, he's like, hey, my daughter lives there. I got to do what I can to make sure that she's good when she's at home, make sure she's comfortable, all that kind of thing. So the question comes up, is it doing too much to help your child's mother with car or home repairs, or any kind of assistance? I know this question came up to me a long time ago where I was asked, if something happened to my baby mom's house, would I let her live with me? Probably not. I'll help her probably with some with some hotel money or something. But but definitely it's a legitimate question, because I think one thing we always forget is that we still have a stake in that other household when it comes to our children, right? So what do you guys think?
The way he answered the question is the way that you got to look at it. That's the kind of way that I would figure if my situation ain't like it was, ain't like it is, that I would carry it, because it's not about the baby mom or the baby father. It's about the child. What I
Mm-hmm.
feel about you has shit to do with my kids. Like, so if, like he said, this is the car that's gonna get them back and forth to school and to wherever the hell they gotta go, then if you got the means to do it, or not even the means, he's physically doing it himself, so it ain't even costing you nothing but time.
Right.
Fuck her. It's not about her. It's about my kids is getting to school in this car, because I can't take them to school, obviously, or this washing machine is gonna keep their clothes clean. Now, like
Mm-hmm.
you just said some shit about you got kicked out the house. I could take my kids and
Mm-hmm.
you can go figure that out at your cousins or whatever. I ain't got nothing to do with that.
All right, exactly.
As long as you viewing it as I'm doing this for my child, don't you don't matter. This is my kid's house. Like, as far as I'm looking at it.
Right,
That
for
makes
sure.
sense because I feel like too, like I would, me like being a baby mom, I would want you to take the kids while I figure it out and get back to where I need to be. As far as helping out around the house, so for me personally, my son is autistic. He's breaking shit left and right, with his tantrum and stuff like that. So if he breaks something and his dad know how to fix it, or I'm calling his dad. If I do have a boyfriend or whatever, then they could essentially help me with that. But like I don't think that they will, like, not that they will want, but like I think that they will probably, the person I'm dating will probably want to step up first, and if they can't do it, they will understand me asking the dad to step in and help with repairs or certain things that he can do that I don't know how to do, or if that's his specialty or whatever the case may be. But is the baby dad obligated to do anything? No, he's not obligated to do anything except for take care of his child in that manner. So it's not something that he has to do, but if he can do it, then ideally I would assume that it's something that he would do as far as like different things. Is that doing too much? Not necessarily, but it's not what you do, it's how you do things. People move a certain way, so certain things could be a bit much. I think it's too
Mm-hmm.
much for sleepovers. No,
Mm-hmm.
your child should go with you. Like I know people that have baby dads that come and spend a night with their child, or their child having trouble going to sleep. The dad is there, and I'm like, that's, to me, is a bit too much. I wouldn't
Yeah.
ask, as much as I struggle with my son going to sleep. I'm not asking his dad to step in, boyfriend or not. It's just something I need to tackle. It's something he got to tackle on his own, but it's not something that I will be like, "Can you come here and help me with?" Um, like I said, my I'm speaking personally for me. My son is a little bit different as far as the stuff that I deal with him. So, me having his dad step up in a way to ask him to help potty train, that's a part of him being a dad. But it was also him being in the household, showing my son how to do it when he's home. Like, because I taught him the way I knew how to do it, and then his dad had to come and like show him. Like if his dad came here, I'm like, take him to the bathroom with you, so at least he'll figure it out. Like, you'll be able to show him, because you're not here all the time, but I need you to at least show him how to do it even when he's home, because at school we're having the same problem. Like certain instances make sense, where certain,
That's what I
like
was about
you
to.
being in my
Can
house
I
past
jump
9 o'clock
in right here,
might not
Sonny?
make sense to me.
Right.
Can I
Right.
jump in right here? Because this is like, all right, kind of, I was where I was kind of going to go, was that you brought it up. Like you said, for your son, for instance, you have a child with special needs. So if you can get the help with it, again, it ain't about, like you just saying, it's smart, something as simple as going to the bathroom without having a male here to show him how to stand up and, just aim and fire, when this is something that he can do, and it ain't like he gotta come out of pocket a couple $100 to help you fix the hot water heater or nothing like that. This is just him coming and going, hey man, you gotta do it like this. It's just repetition. And having the ability to make that phone call is not about like, oh, I'm over there doing something for you. Yeah, like you said, sleepovers. Now we're getting a little extreme. But if you just, yo, look, I need help with this aspect of it. This is the thing that I cannot do because I'm not a man. This is a thing that I cannot do because I'm not a woman, type of thing. Like,
Mhm.
If you need those situations, especially like you said with a special needs child, where you know it takes a lot of patience and a lot of just gritting your teeth, knowing that you just got to deal with a little extra bit of the situation. Like I think you can't never look at them joints like I'm helping her or I'm helping him, because it's all about like what's gonna make this easier for my child.
Mm.
Or am I wrong in that situation? 'Cause I mean that's your, that's your
No, I think
situation.
it like I said, even with that, even with my son being special needs, I think there's limits to how things operate, right? So,
Right.
like I said, people and I like I get it both sides. Like I hear, like I said, I know friends that have baby dads or whatever that are active in their life, always has been, and it's certain things that they would allow that I personally think is too much. So I think it's the level of it. But then I also think that people need to take accountability, especially when you're not together and you're with other people. You gotta be mindful of the boundary for that other person
Yeah, you
because
got to set those
like I
boundaries
said,
for your relationship. Copy. Yeah.
yeah, I'm gonna go
Mm.
back to what I don't want you to do, but what I want to do, I don't want you to do to me. So if I'm saying it's okay for like, and this is one thing that just came up, not necessarily, but like with my children's father starting to step up, both in different ways. So
Mhm.
I have to elicit boundaries because listen, one is grown, one is special needs, but neither one of you are popping up at my house. You like, yeah, I was single for a long period of time, and I had to say this, whether I'm single or not, dating someone or not, you can't pop up at my house unannounced. You need to be calling and let me know that you're coming to my house. You don't know what I have going on, what I got going on, what potentially could be going on in my house, and you're just showing up. That's a boundary for me. And for me, at a certain time, you shouldn't be at my house. Like it's just no
That's
reason for you to
understandable.
be
Yeah, ain't
here.
nothing wrong with that.
Right. Yeah. That's definitely understandable.
Yeah, that's cool.
I,
I
I,
mean,
I ain't gonna lie. I had to learn that it was that's a thing, to be conscious of. Because I think sometimes people don't think about that and or consider that, like how would you feel if that was happening to you? And it's like, okay, yeah, no, I definitely had to,
Yeah, because you don't think about it outside looking, you're like, oh, well, it's just fine. And it's like, no,
yeah,
no, no, like, and like even with that, like even birthday parties, something like different things that we think of are just traditional. Like my son just had a birthday party. I had to navigate that whole situation
mm,
because you're talking about I'm now with someone and I'm
right,
telling you I'm about to be with my son's father for pretty much the whole entire day. And on top of
mm,
that, we're busy doing shit. So it's not like I'm talking to you during this whole situation.
mm,
Um, so there's no like other than right before I go, we talking, and I'm
right,
going pretty much the and to no fault of my own, it was just like my son was having a great time. So I wasn't gonna cut the night short. We were out, like we took him out to an outing, but the whole plan was his dad was there, his siblings were supposed to be there, they didn't come, and a couple friends and family who came. But it was like this is the first time me and him had been around each other for a period for like even that length of time. And
right,
it's like, okay, now I gotta navigate like,
I
because
think that's
most
different
guys
though
feel
than a
away.
one on
yeah.
one.
Yeah, but no,
That's
it's not a one-on-one, but at the same time,
that's why I
it's
said that's kind of different than like you
no,
coming over and
it is, but even navigating that other person's feelings, it's not like it's a it's not a big it wasn't a big issue, but just being mindful
But it
of
can't. Well, I'm about to say it can be, yeah, because some
yeah,
people,
like
some
just
people
being
won't like
mindful.
it. Some people
I'm
will have a
going
problem with it.
yeah
They
because
do gotta consider, right? Or you gotta have that conversation just to make sure that they
yeah
understand. Like this is,
both
yeah
you know,
like
ways.
this
You
is
they
just gotta
like
thing.
have
he
you
well
just
on
have to have that
understood, but you talk
conversation and
about where
make
we
me
used to
aware.
talking throughout the day. Now there's it like you're off, like this is the off day. We're usually together. And now the
Mhm,
whole day is not you. Like, and not that it
mhm,
has to be you, but like there's no communication because I'm out at a function where it's loud as hell. I can't like I'm not sitting here talking. I'm out like the crazy part about it was I wasn't supposed to be a part of the functions. I just was going to pay. I actually participated this like, ended up participating because we had a kid that was an odd man out and I didn't want them left out. So I actually participated in that day when I was supposed to just be watching and paying. So now it's not even a text message like, hey, how the day's going? Like none of that's happening. So it's just
mhm.
complete dead air silence.
Right, radio
So
silence. Yeah.
like I'm in like so like not necessarily like it was a control thing, but it was just just to being mindful of checking in how's the day going because this person also has a relationship with my son, so
Right.
like they can't be there because of the situation. So it's still trying to navigate the logistics of the situation. But like you have grown to be a part of my son's life to an extent, but you're not like fully all up in it. So you can't just pop up. I can't just have you pop up at the birthday party just doing shit. So that was a navigation of itself.
Yeah, that's a tough one. I think everybody goes through those times when you have to navigate something like that, like a birthday party or some kind of family event that includes you and the co-parent, and then when you have another a significant other in the mix, and you're like, okay, do you invite them, do you leave them out, especially if they're not like you're legit, like, okay, we're dating but we're not at that point yet where you can be in this situation. That gets a little or even if you are, or the person you're like
you're not invited to the family functions.
Yeah, exactly. Like it's just not the appropriate time, right? That's definitely a tough one.
If we're in a serious long-term relationship, then we should all be adult enough about the situation to say, again, it's somebody's birthday. Let's not make it about how I
that
feel,
part too. But also if it's new, you can't just go walking Joe Schmo until, because like even with the same thing, like with
notice what
the
I
other
said
parent.
though. Notice what I said. I said if we're in a serious situation, if it's new, it's not serious.
Yeah.
Right.
New doesn't hit serious yet. Like we gotta get there with the baby steps. And if we've been talking for 3 months, then no, you don't need to be at the birthday party, because now we're causing confusion, and now the focus is off of the kids having fun at the party, and now we're arguing and we're whispering, and it's turning into something that it ain't supposed to.
Yeah.
Some niggas will be trifling and just bring this chick he been talking to for 2 weeks just to be messy. And you got those type of situations, which that shit is corny. But the words that I use were, let's be adult about the situation. Let's communicate, have a conversation about it before we just show up with Tommy and Tika. And now niggas is ice rolling from across the room.
But definitely like navigating those situations is very, very different. And being mindful, like I said, being mindful of the other person.
Yeah, let's get Dame's comment. What up, though, Dame?
¿Qué pasó? So yeah, you said something interesting, Hank. You said let's be adults about it. Nowadays, it's gonna be 60-40 when it comes to not being adult versus adult. More people are gonna be petty and messy more so than to be a real person, understanding. They're gonna do the most to make. They're gonna do the most to make themselves be known, because it's all about a me attitude these days. It's not about putting the other person first.
That's the problem with these co-parenting situations. This is why you can't have kids with any and everybody. Is because you don't know who you having a child with in those situations, because you don't know how petty he or she is going to be. Once it's not about the smile on the child's face, we both wrong. Once we start talking about I don't like this, I don't like that, none of that ain't got shit to do with nothing. It's all about what is best for the child who didn't ask to be here. We decided to have sex and have a child. He or she didn't decide to just come walking out.
Yeah,
but you know what? It's a lot of people who are new in certain parts of relationships. As they get older, they haven't ventured down certain alleys and avenues first. For the first part of the time in their life, they've never done certain things like A and B, like had a child with somebody else, and they're probably getting bad advice from somebody
mature conversation,
who is just as childish as they are because they don't know any better. Or some people who have been down that way, and they're going to tell them to go the wrong way just because they want to be just as miserable as they are.
Yeah, well, not even that too, Dane. Like to your point, not too many people navigate those things. So, like for me, hey Jamie, like for me, I never had to deal with any of this with my daughter's dad. He was not as active as I would like him to have been in her life. So for me, dating other people, I never had an issue with him coming to, like, he came to 1 or 2 birthdays. Out of 20 something years of her life, 21 years of her life. So for me, it's like I never had that issue at all where someone could say anything about anything, because with her, I didn't have that problem. And like, so I had to learn, like, I didn't have to deal with this until recently, like, you know what I'm saying? So it was new to me, but I'm like, I'm a big person of just not opening the door, not necessarily opening the door, just not I'm an overthinker, so I anticipate what could go wrong, and try to navigate how to make sure everybody is smooth sailing. Because I don't want the other parent to feel away. I don't want this person to feel away. I want everybody to just come together and have a good time. Because it, like I said, in my situation, that wasn't really an issue brought up by anybody, right? I was just navigating it because I know how people think. I've heard friends go through it. I've seen people go through it. So for me, it was like, okay, I've seen so many different challenges of this happening. Let me see how I can best navigate this without any problems.
Right.
And
right.
so for me, that was something new for me. So the way I navigated, thankfully, no one had any problems. Like I said, nobody brought anything up to me. Nobody said anything, but it was just like, okay, so this is new for me. Let me just make sure I create these boundaries so it won't be any issues going forward. Like nobody can't say shit to me because I did it in a way that it was like in the most respectful manner in which I could do it.
Right.
So
yeah,
Dame just said, hold up. Something Dame just said is the important joint is getting the wrong advice from somebody. Just because somebody is the oldest don't mean that they're equipped to be the one to give advice. Like if you've been in shitty situations, if you haven't been in any of these situations, like just because your cousin is the oldest or your brother is the oldest don't mean that you got to go to them with all of the shit. The little brother might have been the one that had 2 baby moms and knew how to deal with all these different situations. So you always gotta know your personnel and know who to take certain situations to, who to pick and choose what you're good for and what you're not good for. And if you're
Right.
getting the bad advice, you're getting the wrong advice from the wrong person, you might now look at your whole situation fucked up and not realize it in 15 years.
But you know what? It's not just about being oldest either. It's about somebody who's already been there before you. Like
Yeah,
Will
experience.
is, I think, a year and a half older than me, and I looked at his situation. All his kids turned out to be, semi decent human beings. Because we fell out. We didn't fall out, but we just lost touch with each other. And I knew they weren't in jail; they were still living. They, they're still breathing. So I'm like, no, he seems to be successful at this parenting thing. Let me ask him some questions because
He was
you got to look
somewhat
at the whole
successful.
picture.
You
You
saying
can't
that
look at
he gave the wrong answers? He gave the wrong answers.
no. He
Hey,
gave it.
bro,
No,
you
he
said
gave
you was
a good
somewhat
answer.
I ain't the one to get
successful.
advice from though. Nah.
No,
But
but
no, I
Make
feel
sure
you.
you
but,
did.
yeah, because somebody can be younger than you and doing better than you because they listen to the
No
right
doubt.
people as they probably got some good advice or they got a good head on their shoulders like Sunny. She's more of a decent human being than some people. In her predicament, it could be some people that's
Sometimes.
living,
Continue.
doing the best they can, living off the government, and
I
that's
feel
it.
you. I feel you. Yeah. All right, let's go to the next topic right quick. This one I got from Reddit, and it was posted on the text messaging group. That's like my guilty pleasure. I'll be on Reddit, not on Reddit all day. I'll be getting notifications from Reddit all day, and mostly from this group because there's always something crazy going on. But one of the topics that popped up, it's something that I've noticed has popped up a few times. And it's like people reaching out to exes and stuff like that and wanting to connect and talk to them and whatnot. So this one lady said that she had an ex that reached out to her, but this twist was he had just posted a story either that day or the day before about his impending wedding. And so when she hit him back, she was like, hey, aren't you about to get married? And he was like, oh yeah. He was like, well, I wanted to connect with you and get together. And
What they got to do with the price of tea in China?
right. And she was like, get together for what? And he was like, well, I wanted to invite you to my wedding and have a conversation with you, and blah, blah, blah. And I had recently just saw another post about this, which was crazy because they were like, yeah, I was, talking to my ex-boyfriend or whatever, who's a friend of mine, and I was thinking about inviting them to my wedding. And I was thinking, like, is this a trend now? Is that a thing? And so I wanted to ask, is it doing too much to discuss or invite a past lover in person to your wedding? Like, is that
part? It definitely is doing too fucking much.
Is that a thing? Is anybody else seeing these posts out there? Is that like, And I got another question that goes along with this, but this one was the big one for me because I was like, yeah. Go ahead, Sonny. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, you're good. I just feel like that's definitely doing the most absolute too much. Because why? If it's somebody in your past, like let's keep it a buck. If it was a male inviting his ex lover, like this situation was, or a person that he dated, your soon to be wife is going to feel away because you took time to reach out to this person. Like, I don't know this person, who's the person coming to her wedding that I don't know, like not a friend of yours or anything like that. Like that's.
So you still got her phone number, huh?
Yeah, like or you reached out to get her number to contact with her, talk to her about like why. It's tacky, it's messy, it's drama filled, and you probably not gonna make it to you probably not gonna make it to the wedding. And then the vice versa. If it was a girl reaching out to a guy, like dude gonna be mad. Who the hell is this dude? This ain't none of your cousins. I ain't never meet him at no cookout, no barbecue, no nothing. Who the fuck is Troy and why is he at my goddamn wedding? Like you're inviting drama and mess and confusion to a place that don't need to be there. Like that's the problem with people do things to make somebody feel like they missed out on something. Don't nobody care. They're not with you. Let them go.
Yeah.
Listen, can't nobody in the crowd say you hit my wife and like that's about to just be cool. I wouldn't want to be like, why would I want to come to your wedding? I don't have bad relationships with nobody. Somebody I used to talk to, like, if I see you, it's still, hey, how you doing, But hell no, I don't need to come to your wedding. Like, this is just, we're doing too much, like Sonny said.
That's awkward and messy, bro. Let's just be real. It's awkward and messy.
We're only doing this to rub it in your face. And if you still feel the need to rub it in this other person's face, it's because you still give a fuck. And some level, you give a fuck. Right. Now, unless it's, I can't even say, like,
ain't no way you can say it. It's just stupid.
Yeah, like I was about to say, like you gotta still have some type of feelings involved in this situation, for you to even want. Like, why do you still have my phone number? Why are y'all still in contact? How often do y'all talk for you to?
Why are you sliding in the DM?
You only getting however many people. Like, people don't have that many people at their wedding. I had 260 at my wedding, and
I don't want that many.
Right, I don't want that many.
That's what I'm saying.
Give me about 20 to 25. I'm good.
That's what I'm saying. Most niggas ain't got that many people at their joint, and if you had a list of 50, how did she make it? Or how did he
even make the cut?
That means your wife and you are paying for somebody that you used to sleep with, that you reached out to talk to about this wedding.
Oh damn! Why? That's crazy.
Why? For plates like $150 or $175 a plate, depending on what you're getting. Why are you making? If I was his spouse, I would beat the shit out of him and cancel the wedding. Like, what is you doing?
Damn, not both. Both of them.
I'm sorry. I just got a little. That's like, ooh, it's the audacity for me.
Right. So this goes into my next question, which is it doing too much to ask for closure from an abusive or toxic ex?
You don't need closure. That closed fist closure enough. You don't need no more.
And that type of situation.
As the abuser, you don't get that opportunity. And as the victim, him or her putting their hands on you, that's closure enough. They said everything they had to say then, without saying it.
Right. I would think so, but there's a lot of people out there looking for that closure. A lot of people out there talking about, why won't they talk to me? Why won't they reach back to me? Or if they do, then they be like, it's like, I don't know. It's like, I saw a couple of posts on Reddit where people were like, yeah, I text them because I went through therapy and I'm feeling healed now, and I just want to know why would they do this to me and all this kind of stuff, and I just want that closure. And I'm thinking to myself, like, what are you talking about? Like, you got away from that, then get away from that. Or you think you healed from that, be healed. Go be healed. What you need closure for? I don't even understand.
So I'm gonna be devil's advocate on this one, only because I've experienced some stuff, and I've been some toxic relationships and all that other crap. So necessarily reaching out to ask for closure, I probably wouldn't. I did have one of my exes in the most toxic, one of the toxic relationships I was in, reached out to me, and he hit me up, said in my DM on Facebook, and was like, "Can we just have a real conversation?" And surprisingly, he had actually had to put together some words, and it made sense, right? So he explained a lot of reasons why the relationship went the way it went, why he did the stuff that he did, not to justify it, but like he was just giving me like where he was at that point in time, and actually apologized for a lot of shit that he put me through and told me I didn't deserve it. That although I didn't seek it, he reached out and gave me that. And
so
as
did
much
you
as I-
did you ask him to go ahead and respond, or to go ahead and tell you, or did you have a conversation with him after, like a phone call or something like that?
well, no, so
or did he just lay it out without you
no, like
responding?
he hit me up in my DM and asked, can he talk to me? He had a real conversation. And I was like, well, how do you want to have the conversation? Like face to face? You want to meet up in a local area, or do you want to like talk on the phone? Like, because I was trying to figure out what was his angle, because I was just trying to see where his head was at, because it was like random. It had been probably 15 years since we had broke up. So I was curious, like, cause how the hell, like, I saw him shortly after my mom passed, and it was like shortly after that. So I was like, okay. So he ended up like, can I call you? I think he called me on Facebook, and he just like I just was like, hello, and he just went on and said whatever he said. And I'd say, I appreciate that. I wasn't expecting it. And coincidentally enough, I wasn't, as much as I wasn't looking for it, it actually made me feel like it gave me that closure, even though I didn't think that I needed it or wanted it. Like, I wasn't in headspace, I wasn't looking for it or anything like that. Like, him saying the stuff he said to me made me feel like he actually said something, like he said shit I didn't expect him to say. Like, he went into it, like it wasn't like I thought it was gonna be a half-hearted bullshit apology, essentially. Right. But he actually went into it, and it was like, I was surprised.
So I got a question. So what made you feel like it was okay to open the door for him to be able to do that? What made you say, okay, I'm going to go ahead and give him this opportunity? Because like you said, you didn't even expect how genuine it was. You didn't even expect that. So what was motivating you to say, yes, I'll let you come into my space, or because like you said, you was even considering allowing him to meet face to face, stuff like that. Like what motivated you to go that far with it, or to open that door for him?
This was, like I said, shortly after I lost my mom, so I was in a weird space, and it was pure curiosity of what he was actually going to say to me, and part of me wanted to be face to face because I wanted to see if it was sincere, if that makes sense. Because one thing to say shit over the phone, stuff like that, but it was like one thing to sit in your face and you say it to me, and I actually believe the shit that's coming out of your mouth, because like the shit me and him went through, it was like, I would love to have seen your face when you said it. You know what I'm saying? But in the manner in which he said it over the phone, it was sufficient enough for me. And I was like, oh, okay, bop, 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 I appreciate that, blah, blah, blah. And I didn't really give much of a response. I just was completely surprised by it. And I thanked him, and that was it. And it was like, I had two people. I had a former friend reach out to me not too long ago and gave me closure that I didn't necessarily like. I feel like when people do wrong to you, and they know that you didn't deserve that, you don't need to seek closure. Either they're going to give it to you, or you just got to kind of get to the point where you don't need it. And surprisingly for me, I've had people that have hurt me reach out to me and give me that closure without me saying I need it from them. And it's been happening probably within the last 4 years. Like a couple people that I've had issues with came out and like really had heart to heart. And I'm just like, and one, I said, I don't want to talk on the phone with you, because I know we used to talk. When she kept trying to get to the meat and potatoes and fix it, it kept being it just didn't seem genuine to me. So for me, I just read the words and I was like, listen, I'm happy for where you are right now. I appreciate this, but I'm not ready for an actual conversation because I feel like for me personally, we've tried it and it kept going back to bullshit. So for me, it was like that, those words that were written down was cool enough for me to be like, okay,
yeah,
I appreciate that and stuff. So, sometimes you don't necessarily, I think asking for it is a lot. I mean, a lot of us want it, but like, I think it should genuinely come from the person. If they really feel like they've hurt you and it was unjust, they're probably going to reach out to you and give you that closure unexpectedly.
Right.
Hopefully it's
like what Sonny said, sometimes it's the maturity part on the person who wronged you. They like, dang, Sonny was a good person. I screwed her over. Let me get this off my chest. I feel guilty about it because I feel bad that this is a genuinely nice person or good person. Let me make right to let this person know they didn't deserve it. Let me make myself feel better by letting them know that it was all me, not her, being a jerk. And far as like Sonny, I've had my divorce was back in 2011, 2012 when everything was finalized. I've not seen my ex-wife since. But last year I ran into my ex-in-laws, and the petty side of me originally, because I knew they didn't like me, I ran up to them. Hey, how you doing? I saw them. I saw my ex-mother-in-law. Yeah, I ran up to her. I know she couldn't. I know she couldn't stand me, so I gave her the whole hug. Hey, how you doing, Ma?
Not Ma.
Oh yeah. Pettiness at its fullness, But then after a while,
Keela.
Right,
hey,
Keela popped in.
What up, though, Keela? We miss you.
So what happened at the end? I didn't apologize for what happened between me and my ex-wife. I spoke to her parents. I took them aside, like, hey, the way everything went down, I am sorry that the way it went down, that wasn't my intention to cause a divide and for this to happen like this. But here we are.
So you decided to give them some closure, even though they didn't even ask for it. But did it make you feel better? Was it something you wanted to do?
I didn't expect myself to do that, but I was like, you know what? I understand as a parent, you want the best for your child. You don't want to see your child hurt. So, as a parent talking to another parent about what happened with their daughter because she's nuts, I was letting them know that wasn't my intent to do for all this to happen. And I'm sorry that they're as a parent they're feeling a certain type of way about their about what happened with their family.
Yeah.
So I was just like, you know what? I'm sorry this happened. It wasn't, it wasn't malicious. It's just things got out of control, out of hand, and this is where we are.
Keela said, seeking closure when you know you've been wrong is toxic. Exactly, Keela. That's how I feel about it. I mean, I commend y'all. I don't know. Maybe it's me. Maybe I'm just a grudge holding kind of person. You call me talking about you want to give me some closure. I don't need your fucking closure. I'm sorry. No, I'm straight.
But see, that's the crazy part because you might not,
bro.
Like, because I agree. Like you, like, I mean, I get it. It is not really. Like I said, for me, I wasn't even looking for it, and it just happened. And I just out of curiosity, like I said,
what I'm saying is, I wouldn't have even opened the door. I'd have been like, I'd have saw that message, it'd have been on red the rest of their life, or I would have just deleted it. I'm saying they're getting blocked, like they're getting blocked.
But to my credit, I waited a couple days before I actually responded. It wasn't like they inboxed me and I immediately was like, "Hey, what's up?"
No, I feel you. No, I mean that's like I said,
talk to Jesus about it.
Yeah, to each their own. If I would have got if I'd got done that bad, I definitely, I mean, I definitely, I guess for me, the thing is, like I know that a person trying to give you closure, they're doing it for themselves, and I'm not about to give you the pleasure. I'm sorry, I just can't. I'm just not giving you the pleasure. I'm not allowing you to jerk off on me and to get your jollies off on giving me closure. No, bro, no, fuck you. No, I'm sorry, I can't do it. Like that's on you. You think you need some you think you need some closure. That's fine, but don't use me for it. So no, I'm straight on you. And you wanting to call me or talk to me about what you did wrong to me, go discuss that with God. Go discuss that with God. You know, I don't forgive. That's God's job, not mine. So
Yeah. I forgive, but I will never forget. And that was like I said, with the one friend, she had tried, and she tried around the same time my mom passed too. And it was like her trying to me, and it was like in that moment, the way you're trying, she lacked accountability. So it was like, all right, yeah, I'm good off that. And I was good off of that. It took 2023 to roll around, like multiple tries in between, and I'm just like, but like, we'll talk to her. I'm like, nah, I'm good, because like it's been times like I definitely I've been where you at. Like I got friends I was friends with 1 year, ain't friends with them this year. And wasn't half of the rest of last year. And it's like, because you did something fucked up and you know what you did. I don't gotta tell you what you did. We ain't gotta have a conversation about it. You know what you did. I am a loyal person to, like, I hate starting over with people. I hate letting go of people. So if I let you go, you deserve to be let go. And some people don't get that back. But like for that person, for those people in particular, that was 13 years of a friendship. And the other person, it was we were engaged. It wasn't like it was some dude I dated that we didn't have a history. We had a long history with. And I went through, and like, yeah, I went through some traumatic shit with him. And it was like, I'm glad he finally had the balls to say, at least apologize. Like, even though I didn't want it, even though I didn't really care to get it, I wasn't expecting it. I didn't think about it at all. You had to come out the woodworks to say, hey, and find me on social media. My name is not my name on Facebook. Like, it's not like that. But like, yeah, it took a lot for me to like get back to that. But I'm like, okay, cool. All right. Thank you. Good day.
Yeah.
I'm unbothered by it.
Go ahead, Hank. I want to hear Hank's
My
side of
bad,
it.
gang. I gotta go. This will be my last joint. Willie kind of stole my thunder. Because
My
He
bad,
does
bro.
that.
I don't do well with your feelings. That has nothing to do with me. If
Mhm.
I don't, like Sonny just said, I'm loyal to a fault. But if I fuck with you, then that's the best thing that you ever heard in your life.
Mhm.
Everybody on this panel can attest to when somebody mentioned that they had something going on, that I checked in on you 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 days later, not
Yeah.
just threw some prayer hands in there on you that day, because
Mhm.
I'm that type of person. If I fuck with you, I fuck with you. But if I don't, then I don't. There's no reason for us to double back. You said this was an abusive or a toxic situation, which means this person has violated you in a way you've set a standard and they violated it. So
Exactly.
I'm assuming that would be like a woman spit in my face. The worst thing that you could ever do is spit on somebody, unless it's an oral situation. But
Mhm.
you spit in my face, and there you go,
Dang.
Dame, right
Hey,
there for
dang.
you.
Dang, chill out.
Uh, if you spit in my face, there's never a conversation that we're ever going to have again. You're
Yeah.
blocked on everything. If I seen your mom in the fucking market, I might bust in front of her. I'm not speaking to her or nothing like that. I don't fuck with you. There's no, like you said, that the closure situation is because they got something on their conscience. I don't give a fuck about your conscience. I'm good.
Mhm.
I didn't do no fuck shit to you. You did the fuck shit to me. So I'm good walking away from you and never having another conversation with you because you violated me. In this situation, we're talking about being violated. Somebody way overstepping their boundaries. Fuck them.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Exactly. Exactly. Appreciate you, bro.
All
All
right,
right,
gang.
hon.
I gotta go.
Yeah,
See
tell
y'all.
the folks where they can find you. So
Oh well, you already know it's your boy. No, um,
I'll
um, at I am hype
let
on
you have that one.
Instagram and Twitter. At I am hype on Instagram and Twitter. I'm actually on what's the joint? Threads. I keep forgetting
Threads.
about
Yep.
that shit. It start popping up on the Instagram, and I was like, what the fuck is this?
Mhm.
Uh, that's I think that one is just Custom Hustle World. Custom Hustle World on Instagram. Custom Hustle Co on Twitter. H2H Cleaning on Instagram too. Facebook is Hank B Street. Also, everything is usually Hank. Damn, TikTok, another one. I never be on there either. But that's
You
that's
post on
Hank
there though.
BST. post on there sometime, but then you know what, Sonny? I'll forget that I posted something on there, and then it'll be like, I get the email that says you have notifications on TikTok, and it'll be like, oh shit, I did put something up there.
Oh, right, right. For sure, for sure,
But yo, hold it down for me, y'all.
All
for
right,
sure, for
bye.
sure. All right. So yeah. So next up, I got another good one. Actually, let me read Keela's comment real quick. So she said, to want them to admit they wronged you is confirmation you don't need because you already know you've been wrong. Exactly.
Yeah.
Thank you, Keela. And then some exes used to be Usher good with the whole, and y'all be cool. So y'all not working out. Y'all not
Be
working out
understood. Yeah.
to be understood. Exactly. Yeah. So yeah. Bottom line, yeah.
Now,
Yeah, I don't even know. Yeah, I don't even know. I'm not about to ask
I
somebody
had a question.
that I feel has done me so wrong that especially I need to go to therapy for all that kind of stuff.
Yeah,
Like,
you ain't
bruh,
gotta like you ain't even for me, you ain't even gotta do me wrong. You just gotta violate.
yeah, once you
Like you just
violate,
gotta
yeah.
do something
Once you
that
violate,
just
it's a wrap. It's like, okay, nah,
like
because
you just
like
violated.
Ben said, like
Real
I'm a,
cool.
I won't, I kind of lied earlier. I said I don't forgive. I sometimes I do, but there's a limit. You know what I mean? Like I'll give people grace. I think that's probably a better term. I probably don't forgive. I probably do hold a grudge because I'm definitely very well known for holding a grudge in certain things. But for the most part, I definitely know how to give people
You a
grace because I
Sagittarius?
do understand people. I understand where people are coming from or what they're what they're either going through when they do things. But there's some things is just too far, And if a person is truly being toxic to you or they're dismissing, very dismissive of you and your friendship or dismissive of you and your relationship, or they're in a situation where, or if you were in a situation where you felt like they have just trampled all over your boundaries and everything, then at that point they don't care about you. And then for them to come back and be like, I care about you now, it's like, nah, I'm straight, bro. Like you should have did that when you had the chance. I don't want to you said Willie a Sag. No, I've been listening to one, but I'm not one. But I definitely feel like it's one of those things where they're using you as a means to their end, and I'm not here for that. I'm not here for
Yeah. I
So,
think it
so
could
what
be
if
a
they,
mixture. I think it could be a mixture of both, but what's the next topic?
no, so
that.
what about if they wronged you publicly? And you're not looking for it, but they since they wronged you publicly, would you accept it publicly if they did it publicly?
If they apologize publicly?
Yeah.
I would acknowledge it publicly, but like I might not. Like I said, I've accepted stuff, but I've accepted apologies. I've heard, got the whatever closure I didn't expect that I needed. But like, I don't gotta talk to you after that. We good. Like I don't got to. We don't gotta say shit else to each other. I see you. You see me. Bye.
Right.
We cool.
Yeah. Unless I don't understand what that means. Yeah. Nah. Publicly, privately, I don't care. I don't know. I'm not acknowledging anything. Like, yeah, I'm straight. All right. Next up, this one is a topic of that I've seen some stuff online about stuff like this. I've seen stuff in real life, and uh, wanted to get everybody's opinion on this one. Is it doing too much to invite your spouse to a friend group outing or vacation or something like that? Like it
And
is
now I feel bad. I
is
just had this conversation.
what's your boundary when it comes to your friends when it comes with your spouse? Like are you inviting them? You not inviting them? You letting them know, hey, this is just me and my friends, or you like, oh, no, I
You
want you to be
see,
a part of this.
and I think you guys were in my
First,
conversation I just had earlier today, earlier this week. Well, in this weekend, because I'm coincidentally going to an event next month, and I don't get babysitters. Babysitters are scarce for me, and we're going away as a sleepover, right? So I'm like, well. maybe, my boo boo can come and we can make a weekend out, but we can go the day before because we're actually leaving the day of the event. I'm like, maybe if we get a room and leave the day before and have the whole weekend there. But then I also felt bad because I was talking about it, and like, he like, I ain't going down there. I don't want to be the only dude. And then they be mad at me because you brought somebody there and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, yeah, but I don't ever get a babysitter. So like, people should understand. But at the same time, I don't want to cause no friction. I done had some issues push back on that thing. But also too is I feel like I also felt like even with that particular situation, I'm going to be gone for most of the time. So we wouldn't really, like, if we were to go the day before, you would have me the whole day up until they show up, and then we're going out to dinner, we're going to the event, I'm probably going to come back to the hotel, little smash, and then we're going to breakfast in the morning. And by the time we go to breakfast, come back breakfast, it's time to check out. So you really only got one day with me versus the whole weekend. But I was trying to balance it out, but I don't think it is going to balance out. But I think if I were to do that, it would cause a problem because no one else is bringing a significant other. It would just be, it would have just been me. So it might have been
Well,
problematic.
that's another spin on it. It's like, do you want to be that only person that's invited your spouse, right? Also,
Yeah.
it's like, yeah, that's the other part of it, right?
Because I'm like I said, for me, everybody knows I don't get babysitter. So it's like when I get a babysitter, I'm trying to group everything in, trying to somehow mix it all in because I might not get a babysitter to my birthday after that. So I'm trying to get in where I fit in. But it's just like, even though it's kind of new, it's like still like I don't really get that much time. Like we're always hanging out, but then I got my son half the time, so we got to kind of finagle and move around that schedule on top of our work schedule is opposite of each other. Like I got a kid, so it's like I gotta, when he sleep, we can hang out, or we get little small times we can still away with ourselves. But man, it's hard out here. So I was trying to, like, I'm gonna be away for the weekend, so I'm trying to like, come on, boo boo, and I don't want to be the one like, bitch, you back. So yeah, I don't know. He like, I ain't coming down. Did it get yelled at the whole time? I'm like, yeah.
Yeah, Keela said you definitely should invite a spouse unless it's a group or a club. She means like a group, like a a membership group or a club that you're a part of. I feel a spouse should at least have opportunity to discuss the event because it's a spouse. And then she says that a group or club, the spouse, if it's a group or club, the spouse should expect you to do your hobby or activity. But she says, bottom line, it depends on type of event or activity too. So,
but what if it ain't a spouse and it's just like a boyfriend, like a long-term boyfriend, or like?
I would say the same thing. Yeah, long-term relationship. Yeah, because at that point you're probably going on trips together or doing events together, and they've probably met your friends, that kind of thing. So it's like, do you invite them or do you not? So.
I'm not gonna be the only person that invites a dude, so I'm just he's gonna sit by the wayside. He already told me he ain't coming to get me yelled at all day. So I'm like,
right. Yeah, what you think, Dane?
Oh, that's easy. Whoever's doing the inviting, they invite me. Like, spouses, no spouses. What type of event is it? Because your spouse don't have to do everything with you. I've seen it go way bad because this one of my friends used to be married to this one particular person. She invited herself everywhere he went. Like, she was at his hip. Like, even when he went to go play basketball with us, thinking,
wow,
she was just there to heckle. She didn't play. If she played, it would have been different. But everywhere he went, she went. It was like they had no time away from each other. Like, guess what I did? I don't have to guess. I was there. So,
right.
I mean, because we think he's just trying to get away, get with the boys. You know how playing basketball, we got our talk, and with her, we can't say what we really want to say and get stuff off our chest. Like that's our therapy, playing basketball and doing whatever else. But with her being there, it was like really, really hard.
It kind of throws off the vibe. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I see what you're saying. Yeah, I see what you're
saying. Some things need to be kept between guys and girls. Like, like my wife went out a couple of days ago. Don't care. Go do your thing. You know what I'm saying?
So Keela says significant other is different. She's like the key word is spouse. So I guess for her, she's saying, no, only
You're not
if
inviting
it's
a
a
significant
spouse
other,
would it
only
be
her spouse.
okay. Yeah, only
But
then
see,
it would be okay.
But see, I have a problem with that because people have significant others for years.
Yeah.
Somebody could just marry somebody last year and now they get invited to everything. And you could have had Joe Schmo for about 7 years and he can't come because he ain't a spouse. It's for me, it like while I understand certain events, but like, and this is the question that one of my friends brought to me too about that kind of on that same topic about a girl trip or guys trips, right? So say if Willie, you had a guy trip and two of your guy friends wanted to bring their girlfriend or spouse or whatever, and they brought them, would the guys trip over it versus a girl's trip and two of the girls want to bring their husband or boyfriend? It would be a problem. Because you're violating the code or whatever it is. Like I feel like females have more of a problem with other females inviting their spouse or boyfriend versus if the guys trip happened, like where it's like 6, 7, or 8 guys and two don't want to bring their spouse or their spouse and or girlfriend.
No, we still give them shit about
it. But probably not as harsh as females would.
Oh
it goes there.
Oh, it does?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I had the pleasure of bringing my girlfriend to a guy's event. I'm like, oh, I thought it was cool. I'm sorry. So the next time we had our event,
but like if you're going somewhere like
had
DR,
to let me know, hey,
if you're going for DR for like 5 days and it's guys trip,
no.
you're not bringing your girl.
That's totally different.
Right. If it's the DR, yeah, I better bring my girl because yeah, she gonna kill me if I just go there.
not like a weekend, not like a 2-day weekend thing. I'm talking about like a trip. It
could be 12 hours there. Yeah, that's problematic.
It's a read the room type of thing. Like, oh, we ain't bringing our spouses. I can't go this time.
Right. Exactly. Literally. So Tan said, is it doing too much for someone to get mad about your spouse not being invited? She said, or significant other. She added that in since we were going back and forth about the significant other. So she says, is it doing too much for someone to get mad about your significant other not being invited to a wedding? Like, because that's a thing. Yeah, that's a big thing where people would say you can have a +1, but only if you're married. But then sometimes it'll be like, oh no, you don't even get a +1, married or not. Like, do you think it's doing too much to be mad that you didn't get a +1 when you know you're married, when your friend knows that you're married?
Yeah, but like even like that's this is why I'm getting hung up on the married part because like I said, you got people that be together for 15 or 10 or plus years together, ain't been married, ain't thinking about marriage. So for me, like, and I'm not just saying this because I'm dating someone or whatever, but I'm just saying, period. Like the spouse, yes, it's a different significance, but at the same time, people have been in relationships for years and then choose not to get married. So if you know that if I have a wedding and I know Willie has a girlfriend, his girlfriend been with him for 3.5 years, and I'm having a wedding and I really want him to come, why would I not want him to bring his other half, be it spouse or not? Why? Why does spouse hold that high significance? People married and ain't happy. People just married to say they married.
Preach, girl.
Dame could have got married and been married for 1 year. Willie been with his girl for 3.5 years. Why is he allowed to bring his wife that he just got married to a year ago, and Willie can't bring somebody he was with for 3.5 years? That's weird. Like, if you know that your person or your friend or whoever it is, relative or not, is dating someone and it's serious, like not somebody they just met in 2 weeks, right? I'm not talking about them people. I'm talking about people that they are in a relationship with. If they say they are in a relationship together, whether how long it is, why would they want to go somewhere without their other half? Like, what the like, and even especially if I'm married, what you mean my husband can't come? Then I'm not coming. Like, that's for me, especially if it's a husband and I can't bring that as a +1, then I'm not coming. Don't expect no gift or nothing like that, because that's weird.
Yeah. What about you, Dane?
But still.
Yeah, if you got an invitation that said that there's no +1s, but that person knows that you're married, would you be upset, or how would you address it?
Oh, how I address it? I give them a gift card in the mail saying, "Hey, congratulations on your wedding."
Yeah, I wouldn't be upset. I just wouldn't come. Yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
I'm not gonna be upset or mad if it's not showing up.
No, it'd be an envelope in the mail saying, "I'll go to the reception with the envelope. I'm out."
No,
That's it.
I'm not sending nothing. I
So you're not even
respectfully
sending nothing.
decline. No, like, and it's not even about being mad. It's just like, I have somebody, and whether
Yeah.
I've been with them for however long, that's fine. I'm not giving you shit. Like, if you ain't like family to me, like family, you ain't getting shit. But like,
Right.
I understand plates cost and stuff like that. Cool. If you family out, you'll definitely get a gift. If somebody I love dearly, you're gonna get a gift. But I'm not coming. But I'm not gonna be mad. I'm just not gonna show up.
Yeah, so Keela said significant others usually significant others are usually looked over. She said if you have a spouse, you're usually addressed as a unit. Tan agreed with what Sonny was saying earlier, and then Tan said, I think the spouse used to be addressed as a unit, but when people are spending over $100 per plate, they are like, forget your spouse. And
You have
then
weddings and don't invite kids, and knowing you got kids, and you could have a brand new baby at home, just had a baby. Like, can you come to my wedding? Like, get the babysitter. No, this is a brand new baby. I'm not. All right, I'll see you later. Cool.
Oh, so you got a problem with the no kids rules too?
But no. I'm okay with you saying no kids, but it's I've seen people like, so you knew Joe Schmo was pregnant when you was planning this wedding, right? This girl was pregnant while you was planning this wedding. Your wedding, this baby is 2 months old, but you want this girl to be in your wedding. You're telling her no kid, and then you're upset because she declines. She don't want to leave her baby. And while respect to you, you can have the wedding of your choice.
Mm-hmm.
You're out. Like, I'm not even gonna be mad, but I'm just saying it's just weird to, like, I know people that will be very hot if so-and-so come to their wedding and be a bridesmaid because they just had a baby. Like, how dare you? You could get a babysitter. I could do a lot of things. It's my newborn. I'm not leaving my newborn with anyone. So yeah, I'm sorry. I respectfully decline, and I'm sorry I can't be a part of your wedding party. But I know people that get legit mad about that, or were legit mad about stuff like that, and knew the situation. You knew it walking in.
Right.
Now to Sonny's part, 2 parts. The one with the baby, me and Jasmine just had our first child, Jade, and we were invited to a wedding reception and a wedding. And it was like kind of iffy, like, if we're going to take the baby with us, because we're not going to get a babysitter. And we was like, we told them the party when I was getting married, we don't know if we're going to be able to make it. But at the last minute, Jasmine said, yeah, we can't make it. Is it okay? We can bring the baby. The party was like, yeah, it's fine, because the baby's not going to eat any food. It's only like a couple of minutes old. And to Sonny's point, the second one is that I had an uncle and aunt, blood aunt and uncle, who weren't married for 20-some-odd years, lived 2 kids with each other between those two. Both my cousins. Nobody ever not addressed them as being together or a couple. So it should be no problem with people acknowledging other people's relationship, no matter how it goes.
Yeah. So Keela's got a good point here. She says people send invites for what they can cover, not to accommodate situations. And I can't be mad at what people want to do with their wedding or with their situation. They want to, like you say, cover a certain number of plates, or they want to, have certain people that they know at their wedding and that kind of thing. And so, I'm not about to have a fight with somebody or whatever, but I'll definitely take the route, like Dame said earlier, like, hey, you know what? I'll just, quietly decline, or I might even feel inclined to send you a gift and be like, all right, here you go, but I'm not going to make it, if I feel, like that's
no, but so I want to be clear.
Putting their foot up there. But yeah, so, I definitely think that, it's kind of messed up that people don't look at long-term relationships as true unit relationships, especially when you know that person's situation. They've been in a relationship 7, 8, 9 years, or that they may not believe in marriage. They might be like, not believe in marriage for you, but they don't believe in marriage for themselves. They're like, hey, we're not getting married. We're gonna be long-term partners for forever, whatever the case may be. But their situation, and that this isn't a fly-by-night relationship. It definitely is messed up that people don't recognize that and don't give that the due respect that it deserves. Because to your point, Sonny, some of these marriages ain't marriaging, and so to say that only people that are married are true relationships is just not fair. It's just not fair.
And I want to be clear. I don't care what you want to do for your wedding. That's totally up to you. I just have a problem when people have those stipulations or what they want and then get mad because people either don't want to either decline and don't show up or decline and don't send a gift or however they feel, or say that they can't be a part of the wedding and don't want to come. Totally respect that, because like I said, you're paying for it. Whatever you want is what you want and no one can take that from you. But you can't be mad if people say they're not going to be able to come.
Yeah.
And that's the problem I have with people that get upset because how dare you not come? This is a special occasion to me. Yes, well, I understand special and everything.
Some people take offense. Yeah, some people take offense to a decline like that. That's true. That's true. Make sure y'all don't forget to like, follow, share, subscribe. Hit that subscription button. We're trying to get to 300 subscriptions. Please share with your friends. We're trying to get to 300 subscriptions. Make sure y'all do that for us. We're gonna jump on the next topic.
I got a question real quick before we leave. Who's paying $100 for a plate? I've never seen anything above 40. That's all I want to know.
That's like the average or something. I think it's like 70 something, 80 something dollars, and then most people paying $100, 110, 130. I've been to a wedding where I believe they either spent like $150 or almost $200 a plate. It's crazy.
Yeah, I've definitely been too. But it's killer. I don't want to be at weddings with my kids. Like I'm
right. I don't want to go to events with kids. That could be a reason too. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that part.
I want to be able to be an adult and be, I don't want to be with kids all the time. We're
gonna have to do a part 2 to this topic. Right, we're gonna do a part 2 of this topic because I got like a whole list of these things. So let's jump on one more before we get up out of here. Give me 1 second. I gotta make sure see where I'm at on this list.
I don't want to kids at my wedding, and I got kids and a grandbaby.
Right.
I'm eloping. I don't got time for that.
All right. So this next one is sponsored by Helicopter Parents. So actually I even had this discussion with my daughter because I was like, it's crazy to me that some people don't know how to balance being protective over their kids or wanting to be a part of the things that the kids do versus allowing their kids to grow up. And so the question is, should you invite yourself to do activities with your older children? I'm talking over 16. They're driving, they're mature, they're responsible, they're self-sufficient, or they can be self-sufficient, but do you think it's too much to still invite yourself to do activities with them, things that they could probably do with their friends? Like going to the arcade, going skating, going to concerts, stuff like that. Like, they could be 18, 19 years old and you're still like, hey, I want to do this with you because, this will be a great bonding experience. Do you think it's just too much to be still doing that kind of stuff?
I'm not inviting myself, but my daughter invites me to stuff because I'm probably gonna pay for it. The only thing
I've been there.
Yeah, the only thing I invited myself to was her and my niece put on Facebook that they need a day of day drinking and a bunch of brunches and come back plastered. I said, yo, I need a break too. I'm going. Like, let me know. I'm showing up. But they're cool because I'm like the cool mom, a little bit, not really, but kind of sort of. So I get invited because then even in that situation, I'm probably going to pay. So yeah, I get invited for fun situations only, but I don't invite myself.
But would you possibly bankroll it anyway if she just wanted to go with her friends?
Yeah, I'm a big person. I tell my daughter, especially with having the baby now, you need to have time to yourself. I'll definitely watch the baby. You ain't got to worry about paying nobody. If I'm free, I'll watch her. Grandma got a life too, but I'll watch your baby so you can go out and have fun because you need that time off for yourself. If you need a couple ones, if I got it, I'll give it to you. Make sure you're having fun and you won't have to worry about, getting from point A to point B. You good either way. But yeah, she probably asking me to pay for some portion of her outing, even if I'm going or not. but most likely I'm probably going because, there's stuff to do there that, Mom, hey, like she invited herself to her brother's birthday party, which, I paid for that too. So she was like, yeah, Mom, can you pay for me too? I'm like, no, you invited yourself. You should be paying. But I paid for her too. So, I usually bankroll the stuff. That's why I get invited or, hey, Mom, I'm going to such. Do you have an extra couple bills? And I'm like, here, girl.
Would you do a hair appointment, a concert?
Oh, my daughter wants to go to her hair appointment.
Her son do concerts, arcade, go-karts. Her daughter goes to the concert, the restaurant, the mall. Now 16, a concert, I can see that. Yeah. But yeah, the restaurant, mall buddy, she said she does all that stuff.
Oh yeah, Zaria, my daughter had me go to her hair appointment because, like, again, probably paying. And she's like, Mom, can you? Yeah. I'm like, Zaria, you're grown. You can go. You got a whole baby. You can go in there, tell her what you want, get some music going. You don't even got to talk to her.
She asked you to go to the hair
appointment? Go with her. I'm like, you got a whole child. Like, I have to tell her to do stuff on. Like, she's self-sufficient, but it's stuff that she's like, Mom, I don't know this person. I'm like, Zaria, you're just gonna get your hair done. Just put your headphones in, and she's gonna play music. You're gonna like it. You're just gonna vibe out. You don't got to talk. You should get your hair done, and he laughing here and there or whatever. I don't know, but like, why I gotta go? Because I'm gonna be odd man sitting there talking. You gonna be sitting like, man, we talking too loud.
Right. So My Truths podcast. What up, though? Appreciate you joining again, My Truths. Definitely got to check out your show. Definitely got to do that. They said, yo, my daughter just invited herself to a concert with me and her mother. Shake my head. Exactly. She's like, hey, I like that I like that artist too. Let me go.
Oh, yeah, no. My daughter would get in the car and go with me and my friend, like, where y'all going? Let's go.
Right. Yeah. I mean, I guess the question is, what's the boundaries, right? Like Tequila just mentioned what her boundary is. She says, I don't hang with my shorties and they free in events. She said at their friends' events, though, that's my boundaries. And she says she has a friend that double dates with her. Oh shit! See, that's too much. That's too much. Says she double dates with 16-year-old daughters. She says I'm not that friendly.
See, I don't consider what I do double dating, but like at one point when we were in the I guess the dating stage or whatever, we all went with like it was like a family outing. We all went bowling. Like it was like. Mm-hmm. My siblings, my daughter, and her boo boo. Like, okay. We all hung out like that, but it's not like me, her, and him, like none of those things. So yeah, I definitely would draw the line at double dating. I don't want to see you guys PDAs. Even my daughter, her boyfriend, I'm like, oh, get out of here, y'all gay. But yeah, like I don't want to be too much involved in y'all business. I don't want to be around for certain conversations. I don't want any of that. So like mom stuff, yeah, I'm definitely here for bankroll and some crap. Copy that. Like I, have no problem with those things, but I'm not about to go. We about to do double dates to hang out and skip through the medals together. Not done doing none of that.
Right. Yeah, that's too much. So yeah, what you? Well, I don't know, Dame. You don't have no older kids. You don't know.
No, I'm listening to y'all getting advice. Because I'm dreading the day I'm letting my little girl's hand go.
Let it go, bro.
I did take her birthday.
You know what? Jade has a good head on her shoulders. I believe like me, your situation was a lot different. My mom had to trust. She trusted you with me. Mm-hmm. So I want to give her the same benefit. Like I might be the chauffeur. Like, but I'm like, hey, go do your thing. Call me if you need me. But I won't be in the area if you need me. You do you.
Yeah.
So I might be the chauffeur. I'm just thinking in my head. I haven't talked to my wife about this yet.
Yeah, I mean, I did that. My twins, when they were 14, 15, I was always dropping them off somewhere, letting them go do their thing. I definitely gave them a lot more freedom than the rest of the kids. Even though my youngest daughter and youngest son, they both have gotten a bit of freedom as well. Probably not at 14 or 15, but only because I was still. Now I wouldn't say I was trying to be more protective of anything. I just was like trying to better balance the oversight versus the freedom, because I did feel like sometimes I was probably a little too free with the twins, and they got in a little trouble. Or did things that they probably shouldn't have been involved in because I was like, trying to be the cool parent or whatever. I don't think I was trying to be the cool parent, but that's was kind of like the thing that almost kind of felt like. But I, definitely when my kids were 16 and they got cars, they got, I'm like, go do your thing. I'm not about to sit here and drive. I'm not even driving you around no more. Like, go do your thing. Like, if we're going somewhere together, I'll come pick you up. That's fine. But and also like I have had to remember, like, oh yeah, they do have a car. I don't have to pick them up for everything. They can meet me. I just did that with my daughter the other day. She wanted to go pick up a new car, and she was like, yeah, can you go with me? And I was like, yeah. I was like, well, actually, I was like, can you meet me there? Because you got, just meet me over there. So, but I think that it's definitely important for us to remember to be more conscious of our kids growing up, that they can do some things on their own, that they, like Sonny said, your kid is having a hard time going to new places. Encourage them, like, hey, you got to get out here. I'm not going to always be here to hold your hand through this. So get out there and go to your hair appointment alone. Go to this.
Like, I'll pay for it.
Go. To the voting booth or whatever it is, because they grown, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It encourages independence. That's my thing. My kids are 16, 17, and they might be at home alone for days. And it's like, they got to be able to be self-sufficient like that.
Yeah. And that's one thing I always tell her. She called me this week, asked me to make 2 phone calls. I sent her numbers, figure it out.
Right.
Then she ended up making me an appointment without me knowing. She's like, "Me and Mom gotta be there at 8:00." She said, "Why I gotta be somewhere at 8:00? I didn't even try to. I don't want to go to appointments that early." But she made an appointment. I gotta go up. So she. But like, I definitely push her to do stuff. Like, it's stuff I'll do with her, but I also want her to be comfortable enough to. Not that she's afraid of new things. She's like, "Mom, it's so much easier if you do it." I'm like, "No, you can just do it." Like, but I don't want to be there. Like, you can just go. I'll tell you where to go. I don't know where to go. I'm telling you where to go.
Right.
Just go.
Because we don't.
Go ahead, I'm sorry.
They got these. No, they got these now. So.
Oh, right. Yeah.
I don't know how to get
it. Mm-hmm.
Google, where is this at?
Yeah, right. Exactly. Sir, my truth says, sir, trust and believe. When she looks you in the face and say, "Pops, I got this," that means you have done all you could do, and you have done a great job. Exactly.
Yeah.
All right, last topic I got on the list. Woo, I don't know how we made it through all these. All right. So this one is doing too much adjacent. It's not really a doing too much question, but this is more of a kind of in line with some of the stuff we've been talking about tonight. And this has been on a lot of posts. I think we had one recently on the Join the Conversation group. Make sure y'all go over there and join the conversation on Facebook. We always posting topics like this, always having great discussions. It's over on Facebook, facebook.com/group/GFT Join the Conversation. Oh, and don't forget, make sure y'all like, share, subscribe this video so that y'all can hear from us when we are doing more topics. But yeah, going back to the question. So should you exclude close family members from major events, or just not invite? I'd say exclude, but I didn't have a lot of room on my notes. But should you not invite close, originally close family members from major events like weddings, baby showers, things like that, because you no longer feel that close? Like, y'all grew up together, all that good stuff, but now you're like, you know what? I ain't talked to such and such in like 10 years, and I ain't hung out with them in 20. Should you give them that obligatory invite to your major events, or do you just be like, you know what? No, that I'm gonna invite this other cousin, but because I talk to them every day, but this cousin, not so much.
Yeah, I feel like for me, like I said, I like for a wedding, definitely want a small wedding. I don't want that many people. It's not necessarily the closest of the family. It's just like I want people that who were a part of this, that the journey I was with this person, the people that I was a part of this journey with. It may not be all the family. Family weren't there for all of that. And then I feel like people invite people just to get gifts and stuff. I'm not a gift person by far. If anybody knows me, I'm not a person of gift. I'm a gift. I'm a person of presence and love. So if you're around me, if I'm having a function and I want you around, it's because I love you and I want that love around me when I'm celebrating something that matters to me. Baby showers included. I've had like my son 11 years ago. I had a baby shower. I did not invite everybody in my family. I have a big family on both sides. Everybody wasn't invited. Because at the end of the day, you're shelling out a lot of money. At the end of the day, I'm not looking for a gift. I want you to be around. And it's not that because we're close, not that I'm not inviting you because I don't want you around. It's because of whoever was in my life at that point in time, that's who I want around, right? Who's been around during the whole process of everything that was going on with me, pregnancy and all. Whoever was there, that's who I want there. So it's not to slight anyone. It's just that's what I choose. I like intimate over a big crowd. I always said to myself, I'm going to have a big birthday party, but knowing me, I'm probably never going to have a big birthday party because I like to have, as Willie can attest to, at my house. Most of my functions are at my house. Right. Everybody in my family is not coming to my house. I'll invite people for certain functions, but everybody's not showing up at my house because I like that intimate love and people that I know that I can trust. Not saying I can't trust them, but those people that I want there are going to be there. And if you're not there, you're not there. But I'm not big on, because my family's big on both sides, I gotta invite every last person. No, I don't.
Yeah, My Truths podcast says, blood don't make you fam. True that. Keela said they ain't close. Oh yeah, they ain't close. They don't need to share that milestone. Good point. I just went through this with my son's graduation. She says the people that's not close probably not going to show anyway. Exactly. And Tan agreed. Tan fully agreed. So yep, it's yeah. Go ahead, Dame. I'm gonna let you go ahead.
Oh man, I grew up with two cousins. The first one I grew up with, we was like ride and die. He's like, I picked him up from school. I lived on the west side. He lived on the east side. I would pick him up from school, take him back home, then head back west. The other cousin, his parents a little bit more strict, but as we got older and older, the smaller cousin started doing more things with me, and the older cousin started drifting and doing his own thing. In fact, he's even moved. He don't even call when he come in town. I'm still close to the second cousin now. Me and him are like brothers. He ended up taking one of my brother's spot, growing up. So I was like, no, that's my ride and die. I will invite him everywhere. And in fact, you hooked up with him last year at my 10-year anniversary with Jasmine.
Oh, so okay. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yep. So y'all haven't seen each other in years. But the other cousin, I ain't telling him about it. Like, why I gotta invite him? Because
like you say, he probably ain't gonna show anyway.
yeah, right. Like, is he gonna get the message? Oh yeah, man, I'll come. Probably not gonna show up. Wasted money on that plate.
No, right, man. I ain't about to be wasting no money on no plates. But yeah, I mean, like to Dane's point, I definitely feel like, time, and I think that's the thing, sometimes we allow time and previous closeness to kind of, gauge our judgment on people. But then we sometimes do have to recognize, like, I should have wrote down what you said, Sonny, because it was so poignant. Like just basically the you want the love and that intimacy to be there already, not something that's passed behind, and you want to feel like it's a true thing. It's not the obligatory, you know what I'm saying? That's how I look at it. It's like I don't need to give out these obligatory and these, I just feel bad because I invited all these cousins and then I got to invite this one that I'm like, I don't even mess with them like that. Not that I don't love them or not that I don't appreciate them. It's just I don't know them like that anymore, And it can be like that because, like you said, people moving away or people just not being in communication. Time goes by, and you kind of have to recognize, like, it's not the same, or it never was there. I might have heard about you from an aunt or my mom or something like that, but I don't really have that relationship. I don't have that closeness. It's not that I don't care. It's just I didn't even think about you because you ain't thought about me. I ain't thought about you because we don't really know each other like that, or we haven't been connected in so long.
And you know what? And also, my mom does that too. Like, she'll try to invite people that she was cool with, like one of my aunts or cousins, or her cousins. Like, they've watched you when you grow up. Right. I haven't heard from this person. This person's still alive? I don't know. It's just
my daughter had to tell me that for her baby shower and her gender reveal because I wanted to invite people that I felt were important in her life by extension of me, right? And she was like, "Mom, I don't even like people. You lucky the people that's coming is coming." and like I had to, and people were like, well, why didn't you invite? Well, not necessarily. Like she's like, why didn't you invite someone? People were asking me why didn't I invite this person? Why didn't I invite this person? It's not my function. It's hers.
Right.
And I had
Right.
to tell people, like a lot of people were mad because they weren't being able to come, or they weren't invited, or you didn't invite so and so. It's not my function. It's hers. It's who she wants to invite.
Right. Right.
Did you understand my question or no?
Yeah, no, I did.
Okay.
Tan
You mean like,
said we
what?
have the same mama, Dame. So Sonny said, let's flip it. Would you feel left out by not being invited? That's a good question. Dame,
Yeah, I don't really care because I ask that because I feel like for me personally, I have relatives that I'm really cool with. I'm like really cool with them, and me being invited to an event doesn't make me feel a way about them because they've had events and either I didn't show or because for whatever reason I wasn't able to attend. Like me attending something, I have to really have a whole bunch of stuff in order for me to come, right? So if I'm not attending, it's for a reason. But I know if I don't attend 2 events you had, I'm not expecting you to invite me to every event you had because I already missed 2 already. So I'm not even feeling upset about not being invited. I still love you. I'm not going to feel a lot of people will be hurt by not just getting the invite. And it's like, no, I understand why you didn't invite me. And I'm not going to hold that against you. Like it's a big to-do that, you didn't invite me. People get mad about that though.
Right, right.
You know what? That proves how close.
No, I wouldn't leave the family group chat. Tan. I'm still in the
you can't get
family
mad
group.
at you can't get mad at everything because you can't take everything personally because they might be on a budget. You don't know what their circumstances are by not being invited. 2, that proves that you think your relationship is more than what they think your relationship is. It's on a different level. You know what I'm saying? Like Will might be my best friend. He might be my best friend, but Will has a different best friend.
Yeah.
So your importance, you might be placing your importance above than what it really is.
Oh, right. Yeah, for sure.
Sorry, Tan, I lost your number.
I've never left the family group chat. I muted it because they were talking too much, but I didn't leave.
Right. She's saying my Sunny voice, that part.
That part.
No, listen, it's listen for me.
She said preach, brother. Exactly. But yeah, definitely. I mean, I think that's the thing. Is like, the some people take it harder than others, right? Some people feel like, it's they're being wronged or they're being left out or they're being dismissed and that kind of thing. And it's, it can cause them to leave the group chat, or they could cause them to feel like they're not a part of the family anymore because somebody didn't invite them to something, or, it could be major, it could be minor, whatever the case may be. And it's sad that, that they can feel like that, but they also need to reach out and talk to somebody and say, hey, I want to be included in this, or, hey, rekindle those relationships. And I think that's something that, we do have to remember, because I think a lot of people will use that. Oh, they don't what's the word? They don't reach out to me, or they don't check on me. But like, are you checking on them?
Yeah, phone works both ways. That part.
Yeah, phone works both ways. Exactly.
Yeah, I think
I've had
people be in their feelings.
Mm-hmm.
I've actually had people say that to me, because I've did this over the last few years. I've been losing people by mistake on purpose, by not reaching out, because I'm the person who always reaches out to them. So I stop reaching out for a while, then all of a sudden they come across, hey, I haven't heard from you in a minute. My number is still the same. It hasn't changed over the last decade. So why haven't you called? Oh man, stuff happens. I know, right? I bet.
We're in the world of social media, so at the end of the day, like I said, I have a big family on both sides. I go on social media right now. Probably 6 of my cousins on there right now posting shit. Do I like all that shit? Absolutely not. Like, I don't do all that, but I don't feel a way. Like, it's times I'll go in and I'll love everybody's shit, but sometimes I just don't. And it's events where I have events that are open-ended. Like, hey, everybody, I'm having this event. You want to fly through? Like, I just sent my family the invite for my autism walk. Whoever wants to come, whoever is not doing anything on this day, we're doing a walk for my son for autism. Here's the information if you want to walk, if you this, that, and third. Yes, it's for a donating thing, but at the end of the day, you can still walk without donating. You can still come. So it makes me never mind. It's a free event. You can just show up and participate with us and just show love. It doesn't like you're not obligated. I'll put it out there. It's events that I put together and I'll put it out there. And if you should come, you come. And if you don't, you don't. I put it out there. We do have a family Facebook group. I put it out there. Like, hey, I'm having this. What's up?
Sonny, when is the walk?
The May 4th. It's actually May 4th.
You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna stay in Detroit. I want to donate to your cause and walk in Michigan.
I don't know if you gonna walk in Michigan just to walk around.
Just to walk around. You walk in the circle.
I'm gonna donate and walk. Walk for your cause.
Yeah, but
so I don't have to go to Jersey.
Thank you, but I told everybody, I'm like, listen, I'm having this thing. You don't have to donate. If you just want to come out and support us and walk, you can do that too. Because I'm that person. Like, it's not necessarily, even though I'm earning, donating, I'm fundraising. It's not obligated for you to do it to participate. You can just still come.
Right.
To be a body on the team. I'm trying to have a bigger team this year. That's my goal, is have a bigger team. Yeah, I want some more donations. I got a $1,000 budget goal set. But at the end of the day, if I reach it or I don't, doesn't matter to me. Anything anybody gives is sufficient enough for me. But I wanted people to come and walk with me. Period. You don't have to do anything. Just show up and walk with us.
Right. So I do have an after show topic. We can do it. I mean, it's 11:30 already. We can do it, or we can hold it for next time, which I want to do.
I think Zay sleep. We could do it. Let's do it. I don't know who I'm picking, but we could do it.
All right.
What sleep?
Jabril said, "Nice idea. I'm gonna join you and walk in the spot I'm in right now."
Yeah, thank you for donating already, J-Ro. You definitely did that.
Oh yeah, J-Ro always come through. Keela said, "I don't really like crowds or groups. I don't get invited to a lot because they know I ain't gonna come." Yeah, I mean, and that's the thing. But that's what. Actually, that's a thing too, because I think sometimes
like that. She's
sometimes people feel like, oh, they didn't invite me, but it's like, but people. If they do invite you and then you don't come to 2, maybe 3 things, they'll stop inviting you. And because they know you ain't, well, not to say they know you aren't coming, but they'll feel like you aren't coming. And I think that's sometimes, what they call it, they feel like, it's no point in bothering you. You know what I'm saying? And so I think that, you either got to let it be that thing, but also there's some people that even though they know they're not coming, they still want that obligatory invite. Yeah.
Me, I'm guilty. I'm a Taurus. I ain't coming, but please invite me so I can decline. But no, Lakila, my cousin is like that, and it's funny because when she invite me to events to go with her, I'm like, but you ain't even gonna go. Like, we gonna do all this preparation. You know how many events she invited me to that we ain't go, and I got prepped for it, and I'm like, girl, are you actually gonna go? Because like, really? I'm lying.
Right, for sure. Keela said, if I do come, I'm gonna be late and smell like weed.
Sound like my cousin. Oh my God, you are my cousin, Keela.
For sure. All right, we're gonna do this real quick. We're gonna make this quick, but we're gonna go ahead and do this after show topic.
It's not quick.
All right, so this was another what's the word? Join the conversation group topic that popped up. I think Dane posted this one. Make sure y'all get over there to GFT, join the conversation, and join us. We always have great topics, so we're gonna do this one here as a quick after show topic. The topic came up about the movie Friday, and they've been talking about doing a reboot, talking about doing a 4th part, talking about all kinds of stuff around the movie Friday. It's a classic. Everybody loves the movie, but they came up with the idea of what would you do, or who would you recast in the movie Friday? Like, who would you put in the role of Craig? Who would you put in the role of Smokey? Who would you put in the role of Dad or Mom and Pops? So there was a bunch of great answers on the group. And who wants to go first? I'm gonna let one of y'all go
I
first.
definitely don't know who to do, so don't ask me.
You don't know who to do?
I'm
Oh,
like, because like if we're talking, because like the way I saw it, it was like, so for Craig, you had to pick somebody that was like a rap artist that's like kind of like good and bad, kind of like a bad person that turned into a good person. And if y'all talking about new people, I really can't think of no new people. I could think of some old people that I would want to see do it.
Yeah, they would have to fit the role. That's true. They have to fit the role. So I mean, it don't have to be a rapper. That was just what they decided when they decided to put it on to put it together. So it don't
are we
have
talking
to
about Craig? Like who would we have? Are we naming
like
like
anybody you can think of that you want to put something on? We'll come back to you then, Sonny. But anybody you can think of that you want to be like, oh, I know this person will be great for this role, and this person will be great for that role. I mean, it was only like
have one person that I think will be great for a Smokey role. That's just me, because I like him low key. I feel like even though he's not a comedian,
who
I would like to see Wiz Khalifa as Smokey.
Oh, Wiz Khalifa. Okay. He's actually been in a couple of movies and some TV shows. So
the way he smoked weed, he would be smoking, and then the way how he is, I think he will be smoking, not like Chris Tucker smoky, but smoky in his own right.
Right. Okay, you say he gonna own that role in his own way. Okay.
Yeah, but I feel like for me, that's what I would pick. That's the only person I could think of offhand was Wiz Khalifa.
Go ahead, Dane.
Somebody for Smokey, they actually did a good one. They said DC Young Fly.
That was
no.
Me. I said that.
No, I see. He messed up How High. I can't.
Oh, yeah.
How High?
That the remake of How High? Yeah. No.
Yeah, I never seen that. Okay.
Was that How High or whatever they did? They fucked it up. No.
Oh.
He's like funny, but not really. He makes too many noises. I feel like Wiz Khalifa. Yeah, DC Fly is he's now. Yep, I can see that.
Oh, okay. I never thought of that. I never thought of that. Yeah. Who you thinking, Dame? Who you thinking on with some parts? Oh, hi.
Yeah, he fucked it up.
What was it?
So we got Craig, Debo, Willie.
As Debo, Big John.
Oh yeah, I agree with that.
Who's Big John?
Big John.
Oh, Big John. Okay.
You know about the guy with the yams?
Right. Yeah.
Yamazons.
Right, Yamazons. Right.
Oh, that girl that played with him, that really healthy
Pretty V as Felicia, yes.
She can be Miss Parker.
Pretty V?
Pretty V?
No, not Pretty V. That's Felicia. Oh. What's this?
Yeah, that's Big John right there.
Okay.
Pretty V.
No, not Pretty V.
I'm not familiar with Pretty V.
Pretty V was on Wild 'N Out.
She was on. Oh yeah, I remember her from Wild 'N Out. Yeah, she would be a good for me.
Yeah, she would take her little boobs out. Yeah, that's her.
Yeah. Now my daughter said Coi Leray as Felicia.
Coi Leray too stale for me.
No,
I think Pretty V would take that role and own it. Like in her, like I'm not saying that they got to be like that person, but I think Pretty V would be like cute, like because Felicia was cute. She just was a raggedy, right?
She was cute. Wait, what movie was you watching?
No, I'm saying like she was a cute person that just had a bad life. Like,
oh no, man.
She was not bad looking.
This lady looked crazy.
She looked like
a drugged out Coi Leray.
Yeah, but I said in that role, but Pretty V would do that role justice.
Oh, okay.
I'm trying to think. Under Big John's people, there's a light-skinned woman. I don't know if I can't. Where are you looking at?
Oh, I'm just looking at the list from the page. I don't know.
Brat as Baby D.
Oh no, she's too old now.
The Brat as Baby. Oh, but was Baby doing it? No, Baby D was in part 2 in Friday 2.
So we talk about the first Friday only.
Yeah. But yeah. The Brat, the if the Brat was younger, yeah, she could play Baby D if that was
So hold on, who would play the sister? What's her name? I just
sister.
watched the movie today too.
Yeah, you just watched the movie. How you do? That was Regina King's part, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, she played. Wait, was her name Regina? No, Dana. I'm about to say like, wait a minute. Yeah, that was Dana. So who you think would play that? You about to say somebody, Sonny, or you?
I'm trying to think.
So on the group, what was his name? Hank said Dana could have been played by Keke Palmer. He said Palmer. So yeah, that would have been his.
Of course, you would like that one, Will.
I mean, I think she could play any role really because Keke got a bunch of personalities. She got a whole bunch of. Oh, J. Rose said Teyana Taylor could play Debbie.
I think that what's her name? What's the girl that's that was cheating on Craig and had the man laying in the bed?
Wasn't that Debbie?
Was that Debbie?
Oh no, that was
Debbie was Nia Long character.
Nia Long character. My bad. I can't remember. That was Nicole. What was her name? Nicole Ari Parker or something like that. Was that her name?
No, that's not Nicole Ari Parker. Oh my God, it was what's her name? She played on so many movies as a teenager. I can't think her name.
She always plays some. Yeah, what was her name?
She always played the ratchet characters.
She literally always plays the ratchet characters.
Remember Phone Booth?
I can't remember her name.
She was a prostitute in Phone Booth.
Oh, okay. I can't remember that. Teyana Taylor is a good one. Paula Jai Parker. I told it was close. I was close. I said.
No, you said Nicole Ari. That's a whole other lady with a whole different.
It was a Parker. That's enough.
That's all. I don't know. Like she give it like for me for that role. No, because I don't think Lil Mock.
What was the name of the character? I don't remember the name of the character.
I can't think of her name.
So Hank said B. Simone as Felicia from Wild 'N Out. B. Simone. Y'all know who she is.
She could probably play the girl we just were talking about. She could be ratchet enough to play that one.
Oh yeah, yep. That's a good point. So I chose his name DC Young Fly as Smokey, Big Jai's Debo, comedian CP. He could play Ezel like hands down. He's a Detroit comedian, but he's also on a lot of the big stuff too. But yeah, comedian CP would be a great Ezel.
Who would be Big Worm?
Oh, Big Worm. That would be now that one I was back and forth between Big Job playing Big Worm or Debo because I think he could do either, but because of his stature and everything, I was like he'd be the perfect Debo. But the consensus I think was what was his name? Oh God, I can't think of the guy's name. I mean, what's the guy that was from Snowfall?
I never watched that show.
Where is his name at? It was on the list. Somebody literally said it in the group. When I saw the name, I was like, I didn't know who he was, but then I saw his face. I was like, oh yeah, I mean Joseph. Yeah.
I mean.
Yeah.
Who?
Yeah, this guy.
Oh my God, I can't. Every time I see him, I think of the Zane Chronicles. I'm sorry.
I ain't never seen him in anything.
Him as Big Worm.
Yeah.
No, I can't see that.
I think he could pull it off because when he did this role on I'm going to Instagram. I don't want to go to Instagram, but he played that role on Snowfall. It was just like, bruh, like That here it is. This one made me think he would be the great big worm right there.
Hey yo,
I'm done.
I feel like he too serious.
Big Worm was trying to be serious. He was funny, but he was trying to be
he was
serious.
funny as hell, and even when he was trying to be serious, you had to laugh because it's like, yo, dude, get out of here.
Right.
You got a perm, you got hair rollers. Like I can't even be. You can't even be serious.
So Pops. This one. Everybody had they own little spin on Pops. You know, shout out and rest in peace to the original Pops. But who would y'all think? Because I think Kev on stage said Cedric the Entertainer. I was like not feeling that.
No.
What's his name? Keela keep talking about Friday Part 2. Keela, I know you've been seeing Friday Part 1, haven't you?
Oh, okay. I got one for Pops. D.L. Hughley.
Deion Cole will play a good Uncle Elroy, though. I'll give you that. D.L. Hughley as Pops?
Yeah.
Okay, I don't know. I don't think I can see that one. How can you see that?
He's a comedian and he can act.
Yeah,
my
Pops choice, David Allen Greer. David Allen Greer, hands down.
Especially
you did say that before.
Yeah, especially taking the dump. Yeah, I can
right. He will pull that role off.
I would go so far as to say, if not David Allen Greer, maybe one of the Wayans.
I was gonna say Damon.
Damon could pull off Pops.
Could pull off because I could just picture them being silly enough, but like doing that part some justice.
Right.
No, I'll say Damon. Sorry.
You okay, who?
I was gonna say Damon or Keenan. Damon or Keenan.
Okay.
Cool.
Well, who's the guy that kept getting his chain stole?
My mama gave me that chain. My grandma gave me that chain.
That was bread, yeah. Somebody said Affion Crocker, or Crockett, Affion Crockett. I would give it to Ace Vane because he likes skin.
You know who I think who would probably do it, but he young. But I think I could see him getting punked and like it being believable to me. From what's the little boy name from Blackish?
Oh yeah, I forgot his name, but I know who you're talking about. Because
he just so
goofy
that I could see him just being punked and getting punched and he like, it's my mama chain and running off.
Right. I can't. He was on. What was the show again?
He's on Blackish, Grownish.
Yeah, Blackish.
Now it's Grownish.
This kid, Miles Brown, yeah.
No, not Miles. I was thinking about the other one.
You talking about Marcus?
Yeah.
Yeah, him.
Okay. Maybe I don't know. I can see Miles doing it. But I'll give y'all Marcus Scribner. Okay.
I just feel like
he's still young.
Can get it more.
This is Miles now, or here. Miles old now. But somebody said Tracy Ellis Ross as Miss Parker.
Oh hell yeah! I can see her being Miss Parker.
Everybody loved the older woman.
You saw who I put up, right?
Oh,
Oh, okay, hold on.
Well,
I have to go back to it. I think it was Penelope.
I think my other choice was I said Octavia Spencer as the mom. Somebody else said Niecy Nash, and Niecy Nash. I was like, that's perfect. Somebody else said Tashina Arnold. Somebody else brought up Tashina Arnold. I was like, man, those are good choices.
Especially if one like the Damon, the Wayne's gonna be it. I think that would be a super mashup.
Oh, right, that would be dope. Yeah.
You go, Will. As Miss Parker.
What's her name? Thick Beyonce.
I can't think of her name. It's in my life.
Dame got it on the phone and everything. All right, well, that was fun. That was cool. Make sure y'all get over to the Join the Conversation group. We got plenty of more fun activities like that to do. And in the meantime, Sunny, tell the folks where they can find you.
Hey guys, you guys can find me at IamSunny_D, Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter, and TikTok. All one name, all those places. Also go to unreservedlyme.com and catch me this Thursday. Child Support Part 2, Unreservedly Yes.
For sure. Dan, you want to tell the folks where they can find you?
No. You can find me at Another Level Up on Instagram, Shinlo21 on Twitch, Checkmate21 on TikTok, and I'll catch you guys later on Fans Perspective. I'm doing some changes. Next show, next week.
All right, bet it up. Looking forward to that. And it's your boy Willie Styles in the building. Get at me everywhere at Willie Styles on IG, Twitter, and Threads. I'm Willie.Styles on Snapchat and TikTok. Visit me over at stylesradio.com for all the hot tracks I'm listening to. I just finally listened to 16 Carriages by Beyonce. That song is a bop. I love it. It's a great song. I'm enjoying her country music debut. But I'm also checking out some other new country artists as well. So make sure you get over to stylesradio.com for all those hot tracks. WillieStyles.info for all my links. All right, y'all know where to get us at GFTRadioshow.com. Check out all our links, all our socials, all that good stuff. Facebook.com/group/GFT. Join the conversation. Appreciate everybody for being in here. Appreciate you, my crew. She said, love the show, Blended Family Podcast. Make sure y'all get over to Twitter and not Twitter, TikTok, and see Sunny dancing away. Go get with Dame and all that over his stuff, and then you know how we do. We always around. So make sure y'all hit us up. Hit that like, follow, share, subscribe button. Make sure y'all do that. Get us to 300. Help us get to 300. You know where to find us. All right. Until next time, we are out.
Yo, it's your boy Dame here.
Hey guys, it's your girl Sunny D.
Yo, it's your boy Smooth from the GFT Radio Network.
What up, though? It's your boy Willie Styles in the building.
Join us Mondays at 10 p.m. live on Twitch, YouTube, and our Facebook. And if you miss us, don't worry. You can catch it on our website, GFTRadioshow.com. And if you feel like talking to us every day, join our Facebook group.
At Join the Conversation, the group where you can discuss all kinds of topics.
Catch me also, Fans Perspective, Dope Sports Show. Holla at your boy.
You can cop some merchandise over at our store, teespring.com/stores/GFT Radio. You can get t-shirts, sweatshirts, masks, and even more.
Next time on GFT Radio, what are we talking about? Join the conversation to find out.
Make sure you get at us on GFTRadioshow.com for all of our audio and video playbacks